Now unfortunately, you can't come into the jungle with Bruce and I. That's only a door that only Bruce and I can walk through. But what we can do, when we go in there, we don't like to take technology, or the jungle just won't open up as well to us if we go in there with others or with technology. So we don't go in there with that. It's just for us. That time in the jungle is just for us. However, what I can do is show you the gear that I go in with. Bruce obviously is part of my gear. Yeah, and this, and I'll explain it each in part. I suppose we'll start from what I wear on my person. So at the top here, obviously we've got the guitar, but at the top here, you've got you only need 2 sets of clothing in the jungle. One is the dry set and one is a wet set. This is the dry set. This is the wet. This is the dry set. This is the wet set. So this is a set that I'll wear it during the day, and this is when I get dry at night. This is the set that I'll put on and sleep with. In the pockets of this jacket I've got gloves, just in case I need gloves. In this jacket here. It's my hat, day hat. A shma. My amulet. Bruce's collar. This will usually be in my pocket. This is the salt of the earth. It's good. It's a natural antibacterial. It's plant-based. Can be used to get rid of worms if any worms are in Bruce. I wear a back support. Not that I've got a glass back, but because when I'm carrying a lot of weight, it does alleviate some of the pressure. It makes you feel like the weight that you're carrying is less, because this will take some of the weight. Obviously the machete, it's sharp enough to shave with. These are my boots. These I was lucky to find. These are fairly new. I was lucky to find these, and what's good about them is that the sole is stitched to the boot itself. The stitching here is all pretty good and doubled up. The loops are a strong plastic instead of metal, and only the brackets are metal. You can see that they rust slightly. So when they're plastic, they don't rust so much. Do they, Bruce? Yeah. And they're lined inside. And the good thing about the lining is when you're bending your foot all the time here, there's a crease that forms, and then this turns into a hole and can be a problem in boots as well. And of course it's got the ports to let the water in and let the water out, because there's nothing worse than being in the jungle with soggy feet and not being able to dry the boots. So these allow the water to come in and allow the water to come back out. Well made and not so expensive, but still yet to be tested properly, so they'll be tested this time. This is my mochila with a waterproof bag that goes in as an insert. In here I have a spray bottle of the bottled moon, a spray bottle of the bottled sun, a bit low on that, but it's in there. Cables, charging unit for charging my multiple torches. JBL speaker in case I want to listen to some nice classical music in there. I'm thinking here's another torch that's charged. Yeah. These are cheap torches, that's why I carry so many. They're such cheap torches that you never know when they're going to go on you. It's hard to get good torches here. This is tobacco, dried tobacco, pure tobacco. And here is smoking paraphernalia. In here is extra lighters, and the pipe here, if you look inside, is has got frankincense in it. It's only for smoking frankincense. Up here we've got the sacred super spinach. You can see I've had a shovel this morning. Lovely stuff this is. Sacred super spinach. Promotes concentration, inhibits hunger, promotes strength, and is a good stimulant in the jungle. And it's full of minerals. 100 grams of that has like 45 grams carbohydrate, 20 grams of protein, vitamin A, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B6, vitamin C, a trace of vitamin D, vitamin E, calcium, magnesium, fibre, phosphorus. It's just loaded with minerals. So it's great stuff. The sacred super spinach. That goes with this. These two go together. One is feminine. The sacred super spinach is feminine, and the pure nicotine here, salt of the earth, is masculine. I have a little bag here to, if ever I want to use my phone with the light to record, like in an awkward place, like that might be underwater, to see if there's anything in a hole, or I'll use that. I can put my phone in there, in that sleeve, and turn the torch on and record underwater to have a good look. I've got 2 water bottles primarily. And that's my personal kit. You see my hat's different for the night. I've got a few socks here. That's to put the phone in, so it has a bit of extra protection, and for the speaker and for the battery. So here is also, I would say, personal kit equipment. This is my belt kit. There's no real need you don't need as much equipment as this to go into the jungle, but I like to go in there and have everything prepared, and be prepared for any eventuality, or have something for every eventuality. That's the way I would put it. So what we've got in here, well, hanging on the outside, we've got a bottle that was given to me by a wonderful guest. Well, it wasn't given to me, she left it by accident, so I'm looking after it for her until she returns, and then I'll give it back. That is a lucky charm. Carabiners. Got an extra whistle there. Thought you saw there was a whistle as well in this bag. Yeah. They're always laying around. Extra belt loop there. Rain cover for the bag, the big bag, which is there. String, extra string. So pouch number 1. In here we have more nicotine based, plant based, salt of the earth. Can never have enough. Here I've just got a spare strap in case I need to use it for anything. And then the whole rest of this pocket is filled with used lighters, empty lighters, with no gas. They're the best way of starting a fire in any conditions, even if it's lightly raining. If everything's wet and it's lightly raining, you can still make a fire using one of these. Just light it up, and it will act as a fire lighter. So don't throw away your used lighters. I never do. And also when you light them, when you use them as a fuel, they just to start the fire, you only need to light one, and you'll start a very healthy fire. And when you're using it as a fuel, it means that you don't have to spend so much of your own gas, keeping your thumb down on the gas all the time to get your own fire ignited. Pouch number 2. In here we've got some wood that's been doused in gasoline, so it's easy to light. In this little pouch here we have more lighters. More lighters. In there we have pure frankincense. It's good to burn, smells nice, really nice to smoke. Keeps the mosquitoes away. Great fuel. Again, more lighters. And in here just other pieces to start fires. There's another whistle. This is copal. It's similar to frankincense but found here. You can use that to start a fire. It makes a very good natural anti-insect, well, it's an insect repellent. This, obviously a magnifying glass, you can use it to start a fire by magnifying the rays of the sun. And in there, yeah, it's just boot polish, because boot polish lights very, very well, and some little twigs and sticks to make a fire. So we're never without fire in the jungle. Fire is very important to keep, not only to cook your food and assert sort of dominance of an area, of a territory, to show where your territory is. It's also great because it keeps you dry, and because if you stay wet all the time in the jungle, you'll begin to rot. Everything will start to rot, and that's why it's important to get yourself dry at least once a day, properly dry. In the bottom there, I've just got candles, lots of small round candles. So again, and just these 2 front pouches are dedicated to fire. I love that old saying, fire makes a great servant but a very dangerous master. In here, I have to waterproof these. I've got a bag in there. Spare pair of socks. Citronella oil. WD-40. Foot powder. Super glue. Spare laces. Spare boot laces. More super glue. Some cord. Rolls of some Scotch-Brite to clean, and insulation tape. In here there's a hole in the top of here, and in here are 4 stones. 2 are black and 2 are white. And occasionally, if I'm trying to decide which path I should walk down, if I see 2 trails, if I see 2 directions of a trail and I get a choice to go left or right, sometimes I'll take this little pot and I'll shake it, and the black stones will mean no, don't, or go. If I say should I go left, the black stones would mean, if a black stone comes out it means no, and if a white stone comes out it means yes. Oil, more oil, multi-purpose oil. More laces, more cord. Here's a natural paint from one of the plants, from the seeds of one of the plants here. It's a red paint, and I use it to paint up roofs. It brings a spiritual protection. It gives you protection in the jungle. Another roll of insulation tape. You can never have enough. another tub, but it looks like it's nearly run out now of the salt of the earth. And in the back there, all we have are Tokai and a paintbrush here to clean with, a cleaning brush. And these are spirals for keeping insects away, which I very rarely use, because I don't think they're good to breathe in. But if it's really bad in the jungle, which it normally is for the first 3 nights, we will light a couple of them up. I'll put all that back in the pouches when we're done. This one, my favourite sweets, halls. The reason why they're my favourite in the jungle is because the insects don't like the mint by the looks of it, because none of the insects give you any trouble. They don't try and rob my sweets. And normally about the 5th day in the jungle you start to feel a little bit sorry for yourself, and one of these takes all that pain away. In here, a first aid kit. In the first aid kit I have ivermectin, stuff for Bruce, mainly stuff for Bruce. I have bandages, plasters, all that kind of good stuff. Gloves in case it gets surgical with Bruce. And of course, extra guitar strings. Never fade away. So that's that pouch. Now this pouch. This is the food pouch. So in here we've got my beloved cup. Holds half a litre. Salt, Himalayan rock salt. Pepper, full of pepper. This is to filter water from large particle matter. This is my trusty spork. This is oil to cook with. This is the lid for the cup. And in here is a little frying pan. With maybe some popcorn. And here's a waterproof bag for them socks. So that's that pouch. And then in this pouch, everything dedicated to keeping the machete sharp. A rag to wipe it down with oil in there, and the sharpener. That's what we use to sharpen the machete. And in here, extra torch. More salt of the earth. You can never have enough. Pegs. Usually for, like, if you need to hold something together, or use it to hang stuff up, they can be handy. In here also, it's a gift given to me by a dear friend, and it's an instrument. And, it's an instrument I'm still not very good at, but I prefer the guitar and to sing, but I'll keep practicing, I guess. Something to talk to nature. In here is a prismatic compass. the compass. Prismatic. Now, what else? Inside there, it's wedged in there pretty tight, so I'm not going to pull it out. But there's another titanium cup in case my my beloved cup goes for a walk. In the front here, I have a little pouch, and in this pouch, I have my trusted Leatherman. I've had this Leatherman tool, and it's been used. I've had this Leatherman tool since November 2006. Unbelievable piece of equipment. Incredibly durable. Still like it was just out of the box. Incredible. So I keep my trusted Leatherman in there, multi-tool. Now that's not all in the belt kit. Got this pouch here. These are on the front of it, see? So as you're wearing it, these will come over your arms, over the fronts of your arms. Give me a second. Now in this pouch we have everything for fishing that we need. So we've got line, in here we've got the blade to prepare the fish and do anything that we need fishing wise. We also have in this pot various different hooks, different sizes, and protection for the line. That's in this pouch. Now in this pouch we have more super glue in the front here. And we also have in the front here we have cotton and needles so that we can sew if there's a rip or tear in anything. And this is what we put our bait in, the bait for fishing. So that's the belt kit. That's the belt kit. Now the main bag. In here, boot polish and brushes. In here, a larger bottle of the bottled Moon. Tin foil. In case I need to dry anything out, I can put the tin foil out. I can use it to cook with as well. Can never have enough socks. A towel, because there's a lot of private, and well, a towel and flip flops, because there's a lot of private beaches out there. A bag to take my rubbish with me when I leave. A box of cigars. Hopefully that salt's keeping them dry. Food wise, I've got 4 kilos of food there for Bruce. I've got plenty of porridge oats, and this is a natural sugar from sugarcane, panela it is, and it's in powdered form. And I have a tub of it there, more oats, and chia and flaxseed is in there. And then here I have some tinned items. It would be the tins dominantly that I'll be taking them back out with me. I have a few tins of fish in there, but most of the stuff we'll be eating will be fresh because we'll have enough time in there to be looking for our own food to cook. And we're looking at eating, you know, normally in there we'll find prawns, we'll find crabs, fish. Find everything in there's on the menu. Isn't that right, Bruce? Hey, Bruce, isn't that right? Everything's on the menu. Everything's on the menu, pal. Yep. Yeah, so that's it. Oh, hairbrush. Because I don't like my hair getting knotted. I have to keep my long locks in order. I don't want them to go hippie style. What's it called? Dreaded. And a toothbrush. I don't need anything else. Need nothing else to brush my teeth with. Can do it with the water there at the private beach. Yeah, there you go. An insight into the equipment, and that's equipment for, like I say, I'm planning. I hope a week, maybe longer, maybe less, but around a week. The most important item is, of course, the hammock. This is my hammock. Take a step back there. Doesn't look very much. Oh, but it's a wonder. This is a deep jungle, extra large Hennessy hammock. It doesn't come with these nets. I've had to add these nets because I've been using this hammock for 6 years, and it's you see how big it is. It's really, really big. Both me and Bruce get in there. You can see the stitches I've had just recently done here. But yeah, this hammock, when it's brand new, I mean, I've used it, like I say, for 7 years now. 7 years. Over 7 years I've been using this hammock, and almost daily in that time. It's very lightweight. And these are the tarps. I use this tarp here, and I'll use this tarp here, and those two will go over the hammock and protect the hammock from rain. And then that tarp up there, I use that as like I guess a porch. I have a little porch coming off. Yeah, this hammock's double layered, so nothing can get you from underneath as well. Hennessy hammock, big shout out to Hennessy hammock. Hennessy hammock, if you want to chuck me a hammock for advertising, would duly accept, won't we, Bruce? There's one more thing I just wanted to say about the kit here. So, you see these beads hanging off here, that's so that I can pace to know how far I've gone. So when I go in the jungle, I take a compass bearing and I walk in that direction of the compass bearing I've taken, and I'll count how many left feet I step. So after 60 left feet, I know that's about 100 meters. So then I slide one of these beads down, and I know I've gone 100 meters. I count another 60 left feet, and that's 200 meters. I count another 60 left feet, and it's another 100 meters, and then once I've done 10, that's a kilometer. I did have another of them hanging on from the other side, but I've lost them, unfortunately. That's to do the kilometers. One to do the meters, one to do the kilometers. Yeah. Be blessed. Be kind. Say bye, Bruce. Oh, Rooski. Hello, Rooski Roo.